Kia ora koutou, talofa lava, malolele, whakalofa lahi atu, taloha nei, nisa bolavanaka, kamna Māori, halo o gita, shalom and warm Pacific greetings. My name is Lua Manawalwini Laban, and I'm the Assistant Vice Chancellor for Pasifika at Victoria University of Wellington, and I'm also the very proud lead of this wonderful project. I'm really excited about this wonderful project. It's a project in collaboration with the law schools and the Boron Foundation, and it's about looking at why is it that we only have 3% of the legal profession who are Pacific, but more importantly, to fund a research project that addresses that issue as to why we're underrepresented in the legal profession and also in judiciary and policy-making decision roles. So the project is in a context of equity, belonging and authority.
Talofa lava, ni Bolivinaka. My name is Tupe Solomon Tanuai, and I'm the Chief Philanthropic Officer of the Michael and Suzanne Boron Foundation. At the Boron Foundation, we believe that we can make a difference through the law, and we are focused on the parts of the system that are not working well. Through this project, we hope to find ways to support more Pasifika to succeed at law school and enter the legal profession. I studied law because I knew it would provide me with a skill set that would allow me to better serve my community. Although I went into policy, the analytical skills, critical thinking, logical writing, and the ability to craft persuasive arguments has been a huge advantage in my career. We need more Pasifika lawyers to help our communities navigate the legal issues that touch their lives, whether that be in relation to access to civil justice, family law, or in the criminal justice system, where Pasifika people are overrepresented. More Pasifika lawyers can help ensure that those involved in legal processes are engaged, understand the process, and leave feeling heard and understood. A Pasifika student with a law degree can impact not only their family, but their entire community, ultimately leading to an Aotearoa New Zealand, which is more inclusive. The Boron Foundation is proud to support this project with a grant, as this project contributes to our vision of an Aotearoa New Zealand that is just, inclusive, tolerant and free, where everyone knows and understands the role and value of the law, and everyone enjoys the opportunity and protection it provides. To me, equity is about ensuring a level playing field so that we all have the opportunity to thrive.
Bolivinaka, my name is William Ngudake, and I am the Research Assistant for the Equity, Belonging Authority Improving Pasifika Legal Education in Aotearoa. This project is important because it puts facts, figures and statistics behind much of what we already know. We know that many Pacific students face barriers that other students do not face at law school. The path is not equal when students are going through law school. And through this project, we're able to prove and show statistics that this is true, and that not only through law school do Pasifika face these issues, but also going into the legal profession. This project seeks to create a wave of change and is a drop in the bucket, but moving towards a better legal profession, one that is more representative of New Zealand. I studied law, much like many other Pasifika students, in order to help my community and work towards a positive social change. I currently work as an in-house lawyer in government, and being able to see how law has an impact not only on individuals' lives, but also the lives of communities, and how it is a tool for change, but also a tool to oppress, has been impactful to me. We need more Pasifika lawyers because our laws must be representative of who we are as a society. If there are only 3% of Pasifika lawyers, who is representing Pasifika at the table making decisions? It is about having our laws, our legislation, our policy decisions, and our courts itself, judges and practitioners, all representative of the communities they serve and represent. Authority to me means that Pasifika have a voice at the table, that their voices are heard in all levels of government and community. Authority is also about how law is a tool for change and a tool for oppression. And it is important that Pasifika continue to have law degrees and to be a part of the law-making changes within New Zealand.
Talofa lava, my name is Guy Fitty Sinclair. I'm an Associate Professor and Associate Dean Pasifika at Auckland Law School, and I am the chair of the Academic Advisory Panel for this project. This project is important to me because I am a person of Pacific heritage. I was born and raised in Papua New Guinea, and I have Samoan heritage from Satalo and also from Sapali'i in Samoa. I arrived in New Zealand as a law student a long time ago, and I felt out of place in the law school, and I didn't know what I was doing there. I didn't understand a lot of what was going on. And I think that's a common experience for many Pasifika students, whether they're coming from overseas or from within New Zealand. And I think this project is important because it will help us to understand better how Pasifika's law students are experiencing law school and how they're coming into the law school and how they're making that transition into the profession. The impact of a Pasifika student with a law degree is enormous. It's in a way unmeasurable. Pasifika students coming out of law school with a law degree could go in lots of different directions. They could go into policy, in work in government. They could of course practice as lawyers. They could become eventually judges, or they could become academics, or they could go into business and the law degree would help them in that area as well. So a law degree provides all sorts of skills and understandings and ways of thinking and reasoning about the world that can be translated into lots of different settings. We need more Pasifika lawyers because Pasifika peoples make up a significant proportion of the population of Aotearoa New Zealand. So we need a legal profession that reflects the population of this country. And we need Pasifika peoples throughout all parts of society, whether it's in business, in politics, in law, in public service, wherever it is, who have the skills and the insights and the abilities that come with having a law degree. Belonging means lots of things to me. In the context of being a Pasifika law student in New Zealand, in the first instance, it means feeling a sense of being at home in the law school. It means being able to walk into a lecture theatre and feeling that you belong there, that you don't stand out, that you're not out of place. So as a law student coming from Papua New Guinea to New Zealand many years ago, I walked into law lecture theatres and felt that others knew what was going on. Others knew the language, others knew the politics, others knew a lot of the terminology that was being used, and I didn't. And that was partly because I was brought up overseas and I didn't have access to New Zealand news on a daily basis. But it was also partly just a feeling that there weren't that many people who looked like me, who maybe had similar experiences to mine. And then belonging also means that Pasifika peoples belong in all the professions. They belong in the profession as lawyers, they belong on the judicial bench, they belong in all sorts of other areas of life where a law degree could take them.
In Samoa, they have a saying, e so'o le whao I le whao. It talks about the fine mat. There's no amount of money that can represent the value of a fine mat. A fine mat is only strong in terms of the weaving and bringing the different strands together. You have just heard from our wonderful team. It's very important that we all come together, that we weave together fairness and justice for our Pacific community within Aotearoa New Zealand and our region, our home, the Pacific.